Hi, my name is Kevin Allen. I'm joined by Alex Duffaut, Benny Cortese, and Yair Temkin, the DSA Duckies Senior Project Group. Our project is Guppy Grader. Our project is a data structures auto-grading system, which requires fine-tuning a large language model, or LLM, that will grade student reports and exam pseudocodes. We are also building a minimal front-end interface so that TAs can interact with this easily. This will use next.js.
This is the software architecture diagram for our front-end interface. And as you can see, it all starts with our landing page. And Yair will go through the UI diagram for what all this looks like later. But the landing page will take you to a login because we only want TAs to be able to use our site. So we want to improve people to log in. And from that login page, you'll be able to view an existing assignments page, which will be a list of assignments that you've previously imported into our UI. And you also have the ability to create new assignments from that page. And this will be sort of your home page for a TA grader. You can also click on assignments to go in and see individual student grades per that assignment. And you can use the create assignment page to create new assignments. And when you create a new assignment, you'll have the opportunity to import a rubric for that assignment, as well as which type of assignment it is. So whether that be pseudocode for exams or project reports. Now, once you've created a new assignment, you'll hit submit button to trigger a post request that'll send the project reports and pseudocode to the backend. And Benny will go over what that looks like now.
Yeah, so as Alex mentioned, you'll hit a submit button, trigger the post request, and send to our Python endpoint, which will then go into our backend, which is going to be written in purely Python, exposed through probably Flask realistically. And this backend will validate the pseudocode report just to make sure everything checks out and it is valid. It'll also validate the rubric, again, making sure nothing's malformed or inappropriately sent back. We'll then store the pseudocode report in a database so that we can retrieve it faster in the future. We'll give the LLM our pseudocode report and the rubric so it can grade quickly these assignments. We have a sequence of prompt engineering, which is just a basic LLM technique for prompting to get better results. And then we will request some sort of extractor to convert basically our grading feedback into a JSON format, produce any warnings or errors if they occur, and then send those feedback and scores in that JSON format to be rendered back to the front end. Now Yair is going to take it away with the UI diagrams.
Yeah, so this is our UI for our MVP project. So we start with our landing page. So it's just basic explanation of our project. You can either click on like login, sign up at the top right, or start grading. That will basically do the same thing, which will take you to our login page. Where you can enter your email, password, remember me, and log in. If you don't have an account, you can click sign up, where you can register your account. And if you do have an account but you forgot your password, you can go to the forgot password page. And then finally, once you log in, it'll bring you to your assignments page, where it has a list of assignments, their percentage of completion, and the ability to create new assignments and like look into those specific ones. So if you were to click on this button to like look at a specific assignment, it'll show you the students that have submitted this assignment, their information, whether they've been graded or not, and the ability to grade them individually. And then this is the flow for creating an assignment where you can upload a rubric, provide the title of the assignment, define whether it's an exam pseudocode or report, and then you can either save it as a draft or you can create the assignment, which will bring you to this page where you can upload the report, the project report, or the exam pseudocode, which would either be a zip file or PDF. And once you click auto grade, it'll take you to our backend. It'll like handle all the information, grade it, and then bring you to this page, which is an individual speed grader where you can grade students individually based off their information from our LLM, and then submit the comments and grade and finalize it. And then this is our UI for the sidebar. As you've seen like in previous pages, we have the sidebar here. Basically, you can open it, look at different assignments, create new assignments, and go to your profile. Thank you.
Guppy Grader is project progress. So we have set up the LLM model on HyperGator. The data cleaning process from Gradescope reports has been started and is mostly done. We still need to test the model on these reports as we go. The wireframes and architecture, as you could see, have been fully developed, and we have a base next.js repository, and we've started to get familiar with web development tools, as well as starting to build out the front-end skeleton with the different pages. We did have issues with data cleaning with some irregular data points, but we've mostly mitigated these. So that's nearly complete. And our current strategy is that we'll have people working on building out the website and also training the LLM model in parallel. So our team is large enough to support both of the backend and front end progress. As far as my individual responsibilities as Scrum Master, I'm going to be managing weekly tasks and responsibilities through Asana and weekly meetings, scheduling and orchestrating cooperation. I'll also be working technically on the website front end, helping transition from Figma designs to React components, and also trying to prevent bugs by writing tests and also monitoring the testing and the current working status of our front end and back end.
And my individual responsibilities as project manager, I will be designing, thoroughly explain a thought out flow of our project in Figma as I've done. We'll be implementing our UI designs, as Kevin described, from Figma into tangible React components. I'll also be seeking integrations of Canvas and Gradescope, using the APIs to have like a more seamless user flow of submitting grades and getting information.
Yep, and I will be the front end lead for this project, and my responsibilities include building out a bulk of the early website front end components, which, as Kevin mentioned, includes transferring our UI wireframes into React components to create a fast and sleek front end. I'll also be creating testing suites to find and squash bugs as they arrive as we make our front end development changes, and I'll be helping in the assisting of the process of the machine learning pipeline to make sure that LLM outputs work and are consistent with our front end.
I'll be working on fine-tuning the LLM so it works as desired, consistently grades students. Again, developing out this backend pipeline just to cleanly integrate with the front end, finishing all the data cleaning process and kind of extrapolating this to other assignments, and then testing the model with various inputs and helping integrate the backend with the front end so our various results are achieved. Next. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. We really appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a great one.
Yep.